long awaited episode 32.
Oh, dude, you somehow spit around the sunglasses.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
This is out.
Okay,
Oh
so.
my gosh, that like curved and went like
It's
right
just the wind
here.
was blowing this
Oh
way.
yeah.
Okay,
That's brutal.
so.
Gosh, what a way to start.
Yeah, it's fine.
So even though it's been already almost, I think, like 3 weeks now, I do think it's still important to address the whole Kirk thing. So, yeah, I mean,
3 weeks already.
It's
Yeah,
been at least two.
yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I'm thankful for all the stuff that he's done. Even if he was, I can appreciate how bold he was, even if sometimes it came across as rude, or some of the things that he did weren't perfect, obviously. But yeah, I mean, the whole thing was crazy. What's your guys' takes on it?
Sucks. Any political assassination in modern days is horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't agree or disagree with his politics, but I think definitely any political like assassination, and especially in front of your family, is terrible.
Yeah, that was his family was there
Yeah.
too, dude. That's horrible.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the video?
I've
seen-
seen
have
like
you
a
seen the
like a,
updates
a
Yeah,
bad
it's
one.
really,
It was like
bro, it literally looks like a GTA 4 animation. Like
Dude, like
It's
that was
terrible.
he was dead instantly. I
Yeah.
remember them saying like
they
he's
sent him
fighting
to
in the hospital.
Yeah,
and all. That
he
was just
not-
that was just like for his
He
family.
slumped over.
That was like for his, so his family would be told first or something. Before
Yeah.
the war. Like there's no.
Well, also just to try and save him. I mean,
You
they're
can't
kinda-
save him.
maybe okay, maybe he was. There's a chance he was still alive.
He was
I
shot in
guess,
like the
but
artery that brings blood to your head. Like,
Yeah.
That was
You just
that was horrible.
You can't repair it.
No one should like see that. Like no one.
Yeah,
like I know we have.
it was really bad.
I know we have like Thor and stuff.
I mean,
in
his
movies.
kids are like less. I think one's less than a year, and then one's like 3 years old. They're not even gonna remember him. So it's like,
I don't know.
tough.
They might have like some COD flashbacks when they go to sleep. It's
bro,
like-
that's crazy. No, that's what
That's not
I'm.
even
Well, that's what
funny.
I'm saying though. Like it's sad. Like they're not even gonna have a dad. Like they're not even gonna barely
Yeah.
even remember their dad.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
And no matter what your beliefs are, taking a life like that is not gonna
I
solve.
saw so many
anything.
people celebrating like on my
know.
Instagram. Like I see people's stories and they're just like celebrating his
Same.
death.
Yeah, I
it's
saw
terrible.
so many stories.
Like
And-
people in our age, like you saw. Or what?
Yeah, like our
Wow.
age.
Well, and it wouldn't necessarily be celebrating. It'd be like the common one. The most common one I saw was they would like post some article from like 2 years ago about Charlie Kirk saying deaths from gun violence are worth it for the Second Amendment or something.
Yeah, it
like
just
them
takes like a
reposting
2-second clip of him saying the
Which-
word and then
I guess I wouldn't go as far as to say that they're celebrating. I don't know if that's technically celebrating it. Maybe in their heart deep down, they're actually.
I did see some people celebrating.
That's brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, that's terrible. But that's just a way of like.
It was sad to see because like I don't know how you celebrate.
What did you guys ever take a look at the text from the shooter?
No,
You never saw.
Oh,
It was
like on the bullet.
It was really well. The engravings, yeah. But I'm talking about like the text between the shooter and his like tranny boyfriend or whatever. Like,
What?
Like yeah, he had like an actual trans boyfriend, like genuine. And
Wait, trans like girl into a boy? Or
no, it was
into a
boy and that pretending to be. a
That
girl.
guy's definitely like an
Pretending.
Have you guys seen like I saw a video where it was showing like his early life, like before he like killed Charlie Kirk, and it's literally just it looks like him throughout like when he was like 14, he looks as like as old as he is now.
Yeah.
Like his all his like photos are just him looking the same throughout like 15 years.
I just thought the texts were really weird because it almost seemed like he was trying to like, or it seemed like he was like self-incriminating. Like
What'd
why
they
would
say?
I can't remember it exactly. You could probably look it up and find. But from what I do remember, it was just him saying like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I had to tell you like this," and then it was just I couldn't remember everything, but it was
Dude, there's so
Dude,
much
and
sus
did
with
you
that.
see
Like with Israel being involved, like there's people saying Israel was involved.
Well,
there's people
They
saying
literally
like
published like
Dude,
an
did you see
article,
the
like, before he
did you
died.
see the guy who was literally it was like this Jewish guy who happened to be at, or I don't know if he happened to be at 9/11 because I'd seen
no,
something
I know what you're
saying
talking about. Yeah, that was
I'd seen something
crazy,
saying
bro.
something else, but he was involved.
Didn't,
somehow.
He was
they-
involved in like a bunch of
They're like
tragedies.
connected to it.
Didn't they talk about that in the Joe?
And he was,
Rogan- Joe
but the
Rogan
craziest, regardless of, or, I don't know,
Keep going,
I
Zach,
hadn't
keep going.
watched it. Regardless of like whether he actually was tied to 9/11 or any of that other stuff, it's crazy because he's literally the second it happened, like he knew it happened, and he was like that quick to like say something,
I've
like be
seen-
like, oh, it's me, it's me, it's me.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
that
seen
was
like a
weird.
bunch of like videos and people saying like, you know the guy with the tipping the hat, or like the guy that.
Oh yeah, yeah, that too, yeah.
And
he
then I
goes
just saw like
he goes
12
that.
different angles of like where the person could have shot from. It was weird.
Yeah.
No, there's always a conspiracy waiting to be found in like any major
I
event
think
like this. Like if you look hard enough, you can make up a conspiracy, but this is just too many.
Yeah.
Like too much.
This is like
obviously. I mean, it's serious.
This is like a far fetched. I just thought it was funny. Well, not funny, but like where like he died like in the middle. You know, like the candles they use for their Hanukkah. It's like in the middle, like 4 and 4, and he died like.
Yeah, it sounded like that. It sounded like that. It sounded like. Bro,
What?
is that what you were thinking? What was so funny?
That's a wild
Yeah.
conspiracy. Like
That's
that's
just-
so far fetched
Yeah.
that it's what?
Because
What
what
are
I
you
said,
talking
I
about?
saw it.
Never mind,
I saw
never
it
mind.
on a TikTok post like 200 likes.
Wait, so what was it? I wasn't.
So you know like their Hanukkah candle, like they light 8 candles or whatever. Like in the college where he like got shot in the middle, like he was shot like in the middle of the Hanukkah. It was kind of funny, but it was like it was very far fetched.
Bro. Yeah, that's wild.
No, with the tipping of the hat guy, the white hat was pretty.
Yeah, that was crazy. Those guys should be like interrogated or something, bro. Actually, that was crazy.
So many people are saying, what's Israel's like task force called? It starts with an M, Mossad, right? Yeah. People are saying they're involved. It's crazy.
They're always involved.
Frick.
Well, I mean, you could see the interesting thing. I don't know. I think there's like a good 80 to 90% chance that that's the guy, and I think that guy. I mean, he's obviously, even if it's not him, he's obviously purposely like he's involved in it somehow, and so even if it's not the right guy, I mean, he deserves to be prosecuted. You know?
You guys saw
And
the
so-
video of Bibi Netanyahu? Like,
Oh, that's the
immediately
leader, right?
This
The prime minister.
It was like a video of like him saying that it's very tragic that happened.
Oh no.
That we're looking into it or something.
Why are they commenting on
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
What?
And
But no-
they made that video
I guess
on the
that-
news like almost like an hour after it came out.
Wait, what was the video thing?
They were just commenting on it and saying that we're looking into it.
I just thought it was interesting that the day before that happened, Charlie had Ben Shapiro on, and he was like,
Yeah, you
he
see
was
that
asking
video?
some like,
Yeah.
he was asking some questions.
He started to criticize them like a
Yeah.
little bit before he died. That's why.
And I think like a week or two ago, or a week or two before, there was this one of him. I think he was on like Patrick Bet David, and he was saying like that Bibi Netanyahu, his next like plan was to pretty much like ethnically cleanse Gaza. That's pretty much
I mean, that's
what.
what
You
they're-
haven't seen that?
What?
That's what he said.
That's what they've been trying to do for the past. Like,
And so it was interesting.
Oh no. that's
So
bad.
it was interesting because I felt like I'd kind of like been distancing myself a little bit. I didn't really agree with him so much on Israel, but I think he had partly been misled on that and was starting to uncover the truth like over time.
Frick. Quite,
I mean, 'cause
quite
they're-
some timing there.
And with that one, there's no really like good like side. It's like they're both.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, because with the attack, obviously that's not good. But then what they're doing now, it's like, you know, it's like, what are we even doing? Yeah. But yeah. What was the?
That's about Rob.
No.
You're gonna
I
have to
think the
use
next.
your phone.
Well, you guys
I'm
are.
not-
I thought you were
Anyway,
talking about the fries.
well, I know one of them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Alpha male.
Alpha male raised bro. Come on.
Okay, so what do you think?
Okay, can I tell you the story of who he asked?
No, hold
like, who he
on.
told that
No,
to?
before you get to
Which
that.
is actually bad.
No, before you get.
The girl that he no, not the freshman. She's in our grade.
Okay.
No, wait, no. Before you get, I was gonna say, like, what's your opinion on like just being about.
You can do it. You can do it.
Going
bud.
about it as like an alpha, and just like
What
being
is
like
being
super
an
bold.
alpha?
Just
I'm gonna
being
need.
super
I'm gonna need
bold.
an example.
Just being super bold about everything, like not
Being
saying,
super bold.
like not saying.
Okay,
I was
what's the difference
wondering,
between bold
or
and being,
can
like,
you,
a creep?
like being like I.
Do you know like some examples of what he said? You haven't seen any.
Oh,
Can I
actually,
pull
wait,
some
what do you
examples?
Yeah, he sent us pictures. I swear.
Let's see them.
What are you talking?
The pictures of what you sent us, and then she sent him like a knock joke, and they got sent.
Bro, what?
Wasn't that Elaine?
No, that's not.
Oh, then never mind. It's a different girl. I thought that was Elaine. She said it was Elaine.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Bro, my
We need
phone-
examples.
I updated my phone and it doesn't work anymore.
It doesn't work.
Yeah, like it's super slow. Did you send it to me or did you send it to the group chat?
I didn't send it to. I think it was like.
Bro, how did I see it?
I think I showed it to Noah or something.
What?
Bro, I saw it. You sent it to her.
Wait, we can try and find. But okay, when you say boldness, what do you mean exactly in terms of texting?
No, I was just saying, what, like, do you think it's important to be bold and direct instead of just being like, can you do this, or
No.
or like I was just wondering if,
No, I
like,
don't.
things like, or just
I
what do you
But
think?
there's also a level. Like,
There's a
there's a
level,
level of where it becomes you're being bold and hoping for the best, or being a creep.
Huh? Can I show you?
To him? Not right now.
Because somebody showed me a picture of what, and it was like,
Oh, was it the one in the group chat?
I just.
Oh, there was a thing, bro, because Noah was telling me.
Look the photos. And
Oh
I'd gotten a text from a number, and then I was like, no. I was like, Noah, what should I say? I was like,
yeah, that's
This
yeah.
one? Let's get one thing straight.
Yes,
I'm
yeah.
not your typical alpha. I'm beyond alpha. No, I told him to say that.
yes,
That
yeah, I
was
was,
trolling.
yeah.
I just wanted the screenshot to send to the group chat.
And then he said that he texted like, there's this girl in my class that he said he texted, and I sit next to. And he said he got her number and that they're going on a date or something.
Wait,
Yeah?
what?
Or he said something like that.
No, I
and then he was like, you were rage baiting, remember? It was Kayla.
Huh?
It was Kayla.
Okay.
You remember you rage baiting? I just got hype mobbed by one.
You got what?
You got hype mugged by
Bro.
Oh.
Dude, bro,
Okay, but
speaking of that,
you never
speaking
answered
of,
my
You
question.
you're not
What are
giving
you
an example.
What is alpha male risk? Like,
Yeah, give us a
bro,
practical
it's
example.
because it's,
Should we do a scenario?
yeah.
Like what? Okay. So gotta think of something a girl would say to him. Like,
you smell.
yeah, what would your response?
I don't
be?
even.
Why
He would say something like, okay, what would you say?
I would say, no, you do, or something.
No,
like that.
listen, okay, what would you say?
Or like it's probably
if
you
you
or
see a girl
something.
you
I
find
would
attractive, what would you go and say to her? If you were gonna ask
Yeah.
her?
That's a good-
just, hey, what's your name? I mean,
Dang.
something simple.
And then, what? Okay, let's say you give her a name, Trisha. What do you say after?
Nice to meet you. I thought you were cute. Do you want my number? That's pretty much it.
You see where the flaw is there?
I mean,
No.
Zach.
Do you want my number? Is what I've been trying to tell you for a while.
But the reason, well, no, because I just started doing that. Like the reason I started doing that anyway, like for a while, I just done it to just asking for theirs, is because, and to me, why is that even significant? Like it doesn't
It
even,
is.
it doesn't.
It's
It's very significant.
Like
I
how-
don't understand how you don't understand.
But like it's just a simple like, it's just a subtle difference. Like how is that?
It's not because who texts first? Like if you have the ability to text her first.
If you were the one that went up
No.
to her and said that
Yeah.
she was whatever, you should be the
You
one
gotta
to take like initiative.
But I'd rather,
in a-
I just because I'd rather, okay.
And then if,
I
she likes you, she will text you.
it's
Exactly.
because I'm tired of like, I'll get the number and then I text and then they might
Well, I wonder why,
they might
though.
do a quick message or something and then just leave me undelivered. I'd rather just give them my number and then if they don't reach out, they don't reach out and I just forget about it. Like I'd rather just have that.
I mean, honestly, that's a valid point, but I don't see like
Like
how
it shows more interest.
That wouldn't work
It helps
for you,
show
though,
more interest from the girl.
in your I feel like that's not in your definition of alpha. How is having the girl text first alpha? Shouldn't you be doing the work?
By just showing that I guess she's more interested
Because
or
texting
she's
first would be
interested in
bold.
you. I
Yeah,
don't know.
exactly. Boldness is texting for showing because you just want to skip the stage of like wondering.
You don't want, and not to say this is wrong, you can definitely do this, but Zach wants to skip the stage of like being friends or talking at all.
Yeah, I would
He wants to
disagree
go
with that.
directly, yeah, that's fair. He would want to go directly from meeting you to dating and like,
I don't think it
know.
works. I don't, especially like if you're trying to like if you're not just trying to date for fun, like you're not just there to have a good time and get in, get out kind of stuff. You can't just like that's almost hookup culture. I'm gonna be sober. Like just showing up unless it's like love at first sight or something crazy. Then sure, I mean there's always outlying circumstances, but I feel like the majority of like lifelong lasting relationships start out with being friends. But then I guess
So, or wait.
definition could be different. Like
I think at the very least,
Right.
you want to make your intentions at least like clear in the first place. So.
I think you can
I
make them
at least
clear
someone-
without
you don't have to
straight
say-
up saying.
Yeah, I don't. That's why I'm not like, oh, that's not
You
like.
just said you did.
Well, it really depends.
Prove his
Sometimes,
point. What do you do?
well, sometimes. I don't know. Sometimes I'll just like in conversation I'll just ask if they want my number rather than just like being bold about it like you're saying.
Yeah,
Sometimes
well,
I switch
okay,
it up.
that's
I
different.
Just switch it up.
If-
That's what.
But
Yeah,
you're saying
that's not
like,
in
sometimes
your I don't know how to say it.
what vocabulary?
No, not
Repertoire.
vocabulary. Yeah, repertoire. Like you can't just pop that.
Mm.
You're not.
Dude, this chair might actually
It's
be
not
better
off
for you.
the
I'm not gonna lie.
So okay, here's a big thing I feel like we should talk about because what I disagree with you a lot on is like we were talking about how
You want to go to
would-
Red Meat?
No.
Or oh.
How you were.
He's hungry as fuck.
That's all he's thinking about. No, you were talking with me about like how you would invite a girl out to do something. So if a girl wanted to like go get food or something, like if you said she would have to conform to what you want basically. Like she's gonna have to do whatever you want. So if like you were to invite a girl out, what would you say? Like how would you feel?
I mean, like I said, it's not like this. Like there's things I might use more than others, but it's not like a clear cut thing. I might say,
Give us an example.
do you want to go to do this, or I might just say,
Oh.
come to do this. It could
I
be
think
either
there's
one.
When you
huge
say
difference.
there's a difference. When
Yeah.
you say let's do this, it's giving an opinion to whether she wants to or not. When you say let's do this, it's like we're already conformed and we're going to this place.
Yeah.
Which
Well, you
leaves
kind
no
of just said the
option.
same thing. What do you?
No,
Because you said let's do this twice.
Let's like what?
that's not what he said.
What did you say?
So when you give, there's a difference between giving her a command, like saying, you're basically saying you have to come and do this, like come to
Yeah, like you're
Outback
basically
right now.
assuming
like,
that we've already agreed to
Exactly.
something.
When
And the other one is
she
giving
hasn't.
an option to where she can input, and then you can conform
Exactly.
to get like an answer.
I don't. I mean, I do either one. So.
oh,
I mean, I.
that's not what I
so-
heard. But you wouldn't
I
say
think-
like, would
but I
you
think
I
when
mean,
you're
it
first starting
I think
out,
no, I've done
you
it.
should give an option and shouldn't
Yeah.
tell because that's like not
maybe if
weird,
you've
but
been
it's
married
just
for
unusual.
10 years,
Yeah,
then
exactly,
it's different.
like-
No, yeah, I
That's
mean-
different, but
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think the specifics. This is why I don't care so much. Like you say, oh, like you gotta ask for her number instead of giving yours to them. It's like all these different things. Like the specifics don't actually matter that much. It's all about the preface.
honestly, I can agree with you on that because at the end of the day, it's about whether she likes you or not.
Yeah.
And if she like really likes you, she's not gonna care. Like if she really likes you, she's not gonna care how you. Well,
No,
she will. No. She will about stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like if she like off of first sight or something like we're talking about, like then I think who gets the number first isn't as important. I still think that asking her out to like a dinner or something is important though. Because if you command her to go, like that's not gonna go well. I mean, didn't you say like?
Oh
didn't you
yeah,
say
I mean, it
was-
really depends on. It really just depends on the event too, or if it's just a simple thing.
No, I don't
Like
think
if
it does. I don't think
you
you
don't think
can
it
tell
depends on-
her to
But
go.
Zach,
somewhere.
Zach, like
If I'm saying like come do this. Like it's not saying like it's not like forcing them to do it, but I'm saying yeah you should. Or a lot of times I'll say you should come to this. Like
yeah, but
I think
when you
that's
say
better.
come do this, it's a yes or no option. When you give an option, there's like more conversation to be had.
So, but
it's
you,
not really a yes or no. If they say no, they'll give like an explanation.
Zach, what you
I
don't
wouldn't
like
say
though.
I'll just say that.
Okay.
What you don't like though, didn't you say like it's like like a wuss if you're asking her where do you want to go? Like that's bad, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, well that's totally different, right? I think if you're
that's what I was trying.
but this is a
I
lot of
started
things.
off.
This is actually a lot of you could see this. Like so many girls are complaining about this now. It's you don't have to be as direct as what I'm saying when it comes to like text messages or whatever. But when you're with a girl, you don't. When you're actually with her, I don't think you want to be like. I think you really want to be direct. Like, we're gonna go to this place because it's more. I feel like it's just more exciting like that. I don't know. That's just how I feel. She wants to follow. I think
She wants
I think
to follow?
I think a real like a girl who's into you, like a feminine girl that's into you, wants to
That
follow
type
your
of
lead
girl
rather
doesn't
than.
exist anymore, Zach.
Yeah, dude, this is not the 1950s. I'm sorry. Like, I think it's way more like healthy if you can. If
But-
you
no,
aren't
but
able
think
to
about it.
ask her opinion,
Think about
you-
it. But,
that's not healthy.
But dude, that's
Like,
not what I'm saying. But
Okay.
think, okay, but just you could see all these different like
She wants to follow.
you could see all these different like
Okay,
couples and stuff where they'll argue. They'll like, or not argue, but like they'll be like, oh, like I think we should go to do this, or oh, maybe I should go to
If
maybe
they're
we should go there.
indecisive, you can then that's when you suggest something. And like if she doesn't know where she wants to go, she's like, okay, I'll go wherever. Then that's fine. Then you can say, okay, how about we go to Outback Steakhouse. And she's like, okay, that's fine. Then you can go, but you got to make
But don't
sure
you
she's
think-
okay with it.
Yeah. Well,
That's
don't you
like
think
that's taking alpha
It's
too
like
far.
saying
too
we're gonna
far.
go get canes and you want red meat, and we say we're gonna go here and
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no red meat there.
No, yeah. How would you feel if me and Julian, after this podcast, me and Julian we're all hungry, we all want to go somewhere, and me and Julian are like, come to Cane's? What would you say?
Well, I've came when I went to the beach with you guys. I've just chilled there. Or like not
But
at Cane's, but like at
Wouldn't
other
you
places
feel
where I'm
kind of
not eating.
slighted that we didn't ask for your opinion? Wouldn't you feel kind of like left out if we just decided? and-
Julian already knows what I'm gonna say, bro.
What are you gonna say?
Bro?
What are you
They
gonna say?
they didn't do that when we were at the
So
beach.
how'd you
bro.
feel?
I didn't care because I didn't have to. I
He
didn't
wants to
eat.
follow. He loves
He
be
wants to
submissive.
follow, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, bro,
Well,
when
well, it's also different because I'm probably. Well, what I'm saying too is, I don't know. I mean, I just haven't really been on like dinner dates or
That's what
anything
I'm
like
saying.
that.
Like,
you don't,
like I'm
I
not
don't think you have enough
accept the input
experience.
because I'm
to-
no, because I'm like the first
learn.
like the first couple dates to me anyway. And here's the thing too with dinners, it's like there's not that many. There's only so many places I can really like
That's
go.
just an example.
But
Dinners-
then-
Yeah, but dinner
But
is not.
other than so many
Dinner's for like
places I
an
can
older.
go.
You're not gonna go to dinner. Bro.
Yeah,
You're
that's
gonna
what I'm
go,
saying.
like,
So the
mini
first couple
golfing
days
or,
would be
like,
like
Yeah,
different.
go eat.
I'm just
That's
using
what
that as an example. But no, for him, he's like, he can't go to any restaurant at all.
Yeah, that's
'cause
what
they-
I'm saying.
not
It's
any,
not-
not
Which
any.
ones could you go?
Well,
what's
bring
the-
his beef.
Black
Waffle
Angus.
Grill.
Black Angus.
Black Angus.
You're gonna spend $40 on a steak at Black Angus plus your girl.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be. I just don't go out to eat at
You're what's
often.
called free dinner.
Free dinner.
If I was a girl, Zach, I would ask you to dinner and then just.
Well, yeah, I
That
mean the
sounded
first.
crazy,
I
right?
don't think the first.
You
I
can't-
don't
I
think the
was a
first
girl.
few dates. I don't think it'd be. I don't think it would be dinner. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not. I'm just using that as an example.
It's an example.
like
It's
a
not
real-
realistic to where you go to dinner. It's not a thing
But-
you do as a 16-year-old teenager.
So can you go more in depth into what alpha means for talking to girls then? Because we haven't got.
All it is just. I don't think you have to be. I'm not saying you have to be super extreme. I would just rather be on the more alpha extreme than the other side and just be more bold and direct. That's all I'm saying.
Those are kind of like
Just not- and not-
those can be interpreted like those like the boldness or directness can be vague in this scenario. Like you need to give like a straight example. Like because I could say I'm being like we could all say Julian's being bold and direct. I'm being bold and direct by just going up and talking to them. That's bold and direct. You're talking to them and
Yeah.
you took the first step. So but the way that
Well,
you're talking to
and
them
part
could
of
be
it,
completely
well,
different
also
than what
part
you're
of being or part of that alpha mentality, I guess, is just simplifying it, not just like direct and boldness, but also just making it simple. And like I said, like the specifics don't actually like matter that much. As long as you're not saying something like crazy, the specifics don't matter that
saying.
much.
You gotta pull up some examples, bro. Pull up some text examples.
Okay.
How many times have you been successful with once you get the girl's number continuing on?
Well, it's not. I don't think it's comparable because, like I've said before, it's like, even just a few months ago or just like sophomore year, whatever. It's like, I would get their number, but I wouldn't really know what to do. Like I just wouldn't really do anything. So it's kind of different.
Dude, I got a specific example.
What?
Can I?
Just
What do
click
you
the
see?
photo.
I got it. No, it's not. It's in my. It's when you said.
Oh yeah, sure.
So
sure,
okay,
yeah.
here's a specific example. This one girl was what'd she say exactly? She said like,
She just said, bro. That's
oh yeah, she said bro like crying emoji to something he said, and Zach goes, I'm not your bro, and that's his response. Why? How is that alpha?
Okay,
How is
okay,
that
yeah.
alpha?
Now
Can
I
you
think
explain?
about it's just not. It's just having that mentality where you don't really care. You're gonna
Holy
say,
shit.
like you're just like, of course you care.
Gosh,
Of
Zach.
course you want the girl
Zach,
to be
you
attracted.
can't
to you.
talk like that over text, bro.
But
Dude,
also,
if you
I'm just saying, like, I'm just gonna say what I think. Like, I
Did you
don't
capitalize it?
no. Just like a normal.
bro, Zach, I
Oh,
mean
thought
like a
it was
normal.
thick as hell.
Like,
But no, what did you just say? You can't care that much? What did you just say?
no, I'm just saying, I'd rather not like.
caring and being bold is different.
Yeah, exactly. And when you said, so I already lost what you said, but you said something like, you got to not like think about it that much. Yeah, when you don't think about it that much, you're gonna say something stupid because you're not thinking.
Yeah.
like
But also
You-
when,
I mean,
but also when
you
you
don't-
do
you
that
not see
enough
that?
times, but when you do that enough times, rather than overthinking it, and what this is actually a pretty good.
Yeah,
it's
but
kind of
why would you
separate.
go
Hold
up,
on.
like-
It's somewhat separate, but like for example, like when you're overthinking it and you're thinking about exactly what to say, like to go up to a girl, which I've probably done that like at some point in the past, right? You end up just not really going up to her or just being nervous. When you simplify it and not really care so much about what you say, it just you're gonna send that text or you're gonna go up to her, like you're not gonna really care as much about
But
it.
I feel like not caring can lead to foolishness.
And I think when you
It
say
really
you're
just
not
depends what you
caring,
mean by not caring.
I think
guess.
it mean like you're trying to go up to as many girls as you can.
I guess, yeah.
Instead of trying to find a relationship. I think that's what you're trying to do.
I don't think, but here's the thing. I don't think abundance means that you can't eventually have a relationship or marriage. Like, it's a
Then
good thing to have abundance.
How's it bad when a girl does it?
Exactly.
mean?
That's a perfect point. How would you feel if a girl had abundance?
Well, all girls have abundance.
How do you
like
assume
talking.
that every time?
Because any attractive girl can get virtually any guy she wants.
No, but how do you feel like if a girl similar to you, like if a girl was doing exactly what you're doing, like talking to multiple guys and talking to you, how would you feel?
I wouldn't like it as well.
Do you not see how that correlates?
But also, girls don't think the same as guys. Like when you seriously think when a girl sees a guy like talking to other
No
girls,
shit, Zach.
she's what?
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different. But I'm saying like.
Or go ahead.
I'm just
I
saying
just
like.
lost my train of thought.
On both ends of the spectrum, obviously we're different, obviously, but on both ends of the spectrum, that's not. I don't think that's healthy or beneficial to like talk to this one girl while talking to 5 other ones in that same sense.
Well, because they're not. Okay, here's where the logic comes in. They're not tied to you, so they don't have to. They're not like obligated to end up being with you or marry you or whatever. So and they can just get any guy they want. So for me, it's only at my advantage to still speak to a lot of girls. Like that's how I see it. But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing to shoot your shot. Like as any girl that you think's attractive.
But I'm saying,
I agree.
I agree, but when I say it's the opposite side, you just assume that it's not good.
It depends. You have to specify because I don't think that's what I'm saying. Like,
I just forgot what I was gonna say.
like, yeah. I guess now that I think about it, I don't know. I could see. I could definitely see what you're saying. But, yeah. Because for either one, if you're just specifically talking about.
Next
Because
time we
I'm
gotta
honestly
have
trying to understand, like, how, because it's obviously unsuccessful. Let's be real.
What is that?
Like your method is unsuccessful.
Well, the whole
Let's say not method because you're not the only person doing this, but your approach and the way you use it is not successful.
Well, we're talking about like the whole alpha thing or whatever. It's just like a joke thing, or that I've just
I don't
started.
think it's a joke per se.
Well, not joke, but just like I'll like probably like the past like month or couple months or whatever. I'll just like mess around and do it. But before that, I was doing it like how everyone else said. It didn't never really made a difference. So I don't think it's that.
Made it. What do you mean? Like it didn't?
Like I do it normal. I would do it normal before, and it's not really any different. Like the results aren't really any different. That's all I'm saying.
I don't even know what you're saying.
The results.
Like I'm
aren't
saying, I would do it
different.
normal, like
it
how
still
you're
does-
trying to like tell
it's-
me.
Oh.
But it didn't really make a difference.
Because
Dude, we
Could
need
that
to have
because
examples next
the
time.
approach, or because they just didn't like you at that time.
Well, yeah, because they just probably just didn't like me. Yeah. So
I see what you're saying.
so I'm saying it's less about the. Bottom line is just less about the approach, more about how attractive.
The
they are
baseline
to
is
you.
how you look, Jack.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
So once you hit 6'4", you're just peak. You're done.
Dude, I can't
yeah,
find
I don't
it,
think you'll
bro.
reach 6
Right.
foot unless you get surgery.
Well, yeah, think about it too. Well, it's a good example too. Like, do you think the way I ask for the number, or the way I ask them to come to something, or ask for the number or anything like that, do you think that's gonna have more of an impact than my height? Like, just being real. Like,
Let's be serious, Zach. I'm not gonna like say this because obviously it doesn't work for me. I'm just baseline tall. I'm like average, but like let's be real. If you see a guy walking down the street, he's bald, with hella tattoos all over his face, and he's swole as fuck, are you not gonna assume he's dangerous?
Hmm.
It's the same with
Yeah.
attractiveness. Like if you see an attractive looking person, you'd be more inclined to like accept them or be attracted to them than just an average person. I don't. That was like a roundabout way of saying it, but
It's a
like
brutal world.
you base off looks in like a second. Like
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying it'd be more about like physical attributes like height or whatever than just the specific way I'm asking
But
someone
I
to do
think you
something.
can. I think in some circumstances you kind of like can sell like literally sell the bag when they might like you, but when you
Yeah.
talk to them like that, you kind of throw it away. Like
Yeah,
when you
and
say
then at
I'm
that
not
point,
your
it's
bro,
just,
that's
at that
not
point, it's
healthy.
just just being alpha, just doing what you want at the bottom line. That's all
But
that is.
dude, when you just do whatever you want, like that's not.
Yes,
not
obviously at the
considerate.
extreme of that,
Yeah.
but it's like, you know, it's not like I'm not completely doing just whatever. Like I don't know. That's all.
I think a big reason, like, I mean, when you say to a girl, "I'm not your bro," then just don't say anything else. Like that's not.
What else
in
am I gonna say?
she was playing.
What do you
with
mean? What else are you gonna say?
But
There's
she
a million
says,
other
bro.
things you can say.
Okay.
You just
No, you said not saying anything else. So what are you gonna say after?
No, because you said I'm not your bro, and then just left it. You didn't say it. You didn't say like I don't know anything else to make it seem not weird. Like
Like I
It
said,
sounds
I just don't.
aggressive.
yeah. Or yeah, when you bro, it's just not like when you say come to the beach. We're going to the beach.
Okay,
Come
this is
at
this. I
1:30
think
or
there's a
something
middle
like that.
ground we can have, right? Let's say if you take a guy like Marlon and he goes up to any girl, it's not gonna matter what he says, right? We could just be real.
I mean, to an extent, like
But and then also, if you take the extreme of that, you take like the worst looking person, whatever, they're even shorter than me, whatever. It's not gonna matter what they say, to an extent. So it's all just about volume and just approaching as many as you can, and yeah, it's just a numbers game. That's all.
It's just a numbers game.
Yeah.
Because you don't believe in God holding a specific relationship out there for you.
No, but I
Whoa.
do. No, I do. But I think
good save.
no, yeah, I was about to.
no, but I
About to be like, yeah.
but I think you can. I think it's similar to an example you had said, where I think this might be a good analogy, where you have that guy who's like stuck in the middle of the ocean, and a boat comes by, right, and he's like, no, I'm gonna wait for God to save me, or whatever. But what if God sent that boat to help save him, but he just didn't call out or anything? So I think it's similar to that.
boat a
So
freshman?
it's similar to that. It's similar to it's similar to that concept where it's like it's similar to that concept where I think obviously
I
I
see
think
him laughing.
the things you do are obviously gonna help get you to that. That's all I'm saying. Like
Did I tell you that
can help.
analogy, or that's like
Yeah, that's what you
I
told
think I
me.
heard that from The Pursuit of Happiness. That Will Smith movie. Have you seen that?
I did it like a while ago.
Dude, yeah, it's like
That's a great
the kid tells a story like this guy was drowning in the ocean and a boat came by and the boat asked like, do you need help? And the guy was like, no, God will save me. And then that same situation happened like 3 more times, and then he drowned and went to heaven. And he was like, God, why didn't you save me? And God said, I sent 3 boats to get you. Like that's true to some extent.
So that's
but
the-
this isn't. You're relying. You have to. The whole point of the Bible is you have to surrender your life to Jesus.
Yeah.
So when you try and take control of everything, that's not surrender.
But is taking control of everything like how do you define that? Is that like subject? I mean, is that
parts
subjective
of it
or objective?
parts of it are subjective and parts of it are objective.
Okay.
Which is why it's confusing, right? But I think, like in this area, when I think both you and I can agree that you're not relinquishing much control over this scenario. Like you're doing everything your way and how you think the best way to get a girl would be, which by the world standards is how we should do it.
But
But
also-
the world tells us that you need to do you need to do everything in
question
your
is-
power
but
to
the-
make this happen.
But the question is, how do you get an in between? Because are you just gonna?
There's no
are you
in
just gonna
between.
sit? Are you
There's
just
no
gonna
in
sit
between.
around and wait? Like
That's
if
not
you're
what I'm saying.
like, okay.
Not
So there is
sit
no
around
in.
and wait.
So if there's no in between, what else am I supposed to do? Like,
I think it's straight up and simple. You're caring about it too much. You're putting too much weight in. Does this girl like
you
me
guys were
exactly
literally
like you?
just
But
you guys were literally just telling me that I'm
no, it's
not
a
caring
completely-
enough.
Completely different scenario.
Okay.
Like when talking to a girl,
Uh-huh.
when you don't care you're getting very confused.
Uh,
When you're talking to a girl and you don't care what you say, that's very dangerous because you can say something
that's not.
stupid.
I don't necessarily not care what
I'm
I
saying-
say, but
what
I
I'm
also
saying is
think.
you just shouldn't
But I also
care.
simplify it in that it doesn't really. I don't have to. There's no like perfect. I don't think there's like a perfect way to go about things. I just
can
simplify.
agree. I mean,
I don't.
but yeah, giving your life to Jesus looks different in a sense to everybody. It's different in yeah, I can say that safely, right? It's different for everybody how you give your life to Jesus because all lives are different. Come on, but in this specific scenario, like, dude, when you put so much weight on if this girl likes me, I'm so much better. If that's part of your identity, you're idolizing it. You can make you can make idolatry.
I'm not.
be anything you want.
Obviously, I'm not making that argument. Though. That's not what I'm saying.
What are that it's good to idolize? What are you saying? What are you?
I never said I'm idolizing them in the first place. That's not what I'm.
Well,
I mean, I guess I can like unintentionally, but
How much
But that's
time-
not really
no,
what I'm
I-
arguing.
this is a rather hypocritical question because I also fall under the category of not spending enough time
Yeah.
with the Bible. But compared to reading your Bible, how much time do you spend thinking about a girl, planning, talking to, or beating yourself up over a girl compared to time in your Bible? I would say
Probably more. Yeah.
probably more about girls than
Yeah.
girls. I could say the exact same thing. There's millions of stuff that I do far more than read the Bible, which is not good, right? Bible's
But I'm
most important
saying,
thing
but
we
what
do
I'm
with our
saying, I'm
time.
not.
But,
I don't
but,
dwell on it that much. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't think about it that much. That's all I'm saying. Like
Is that true? I would say that's like 50% all you talk about. Every
Really?
time we go to the beach, what is your
Yeah,
objective? Every time we go out anywhere, every time dude,
That's a
every
good
time I
example.
invite you
I was
Okay.
gonna
anywhere
say.
outside of your house.
not really. I mean, you could
Yes,
take
really.
you could take
Yes,
this football
really.
game we went to. I was chilling, bro.
Zach, you literally told me that you were going for hose.
Bro,
No, I
Zach,
didn't.
Let me not say hose. No.
I never
The
said
reason you said you didn't want to go, you weren't thinking about it, is because afterwards you didn't ask him. That's then afterwards you're talking
No,
about.
because
how-
I just didn't
If
feel
I
like it.
asked you before the football game, if you were to care about girls at this game, you would have said yes. Come on, you seriously gonna tell me
Yeah,
no?
sure, but it wasn't like a huge thing. Like other times, I'm thinking about it more. Like I didn't really care that.
Okay,
much.
maybe I can give you
That's
that.
what I'm- that's
Maybe,
what I'm saying.
maybe I can give you that. I cannot think of another time I've done something socially with you where girl or huz has not been on your mind.
That's it.
It doesn't. I don't think it's necessarily. I mean, is it necessarily a bad thing for it to be on your
I'm
mind?
saying that's-
I mean,
That's definitely dangerously. I'm not you. I'm not
You're
in
obviously
your
aware
mind,
of your
but
surroundings, but it's not like the forefront. You're
I
going
think
out
that
to
can be
enjoy
close
your
to
time.
idolatry. Like, dude, every time
No,
we're
yeah,
at the
that's what
beach,
I'm-
I've lost track of the amount of times you've been in conversation with me and you just lose
I was
your
literally
train of
just about
thought
to say that, like,
because you see
I
some
was
girl.
gonna say how much like.
I mean,
$5
obviously,
for
but
this
obviously we gotta.
Bro, it does it all
I'd be
the
real.
time, dude. It's crazy.
No, I could see that, but obviously we gotta be careful with comparison. I mean, what's the last time we've been to the beach? Like a month.
bro, it's
Then-
not the point. It's just
I know,
kind of
so but I'm
reference.
saying so there's not. So obviously, I mean, we're comparing to like.
That's been That's been ever since like our whole friendship, my whole time knowing you. That's been every time we've gone to the beach like a bunch of times, and every single time. That's all you think about, bro. Come on.
Well, I mean, it's something called puberty. I mean, I don't know.
Bro, on your
Okay,
birthday,
it just happens.
on the
I
day
don't
we
know.
went,
Yeah, I'm not discrediting that. I'm not discrediting looking for girls, but I'm just saying that you can't say you don't think about it that much because you were just saying,
Not-
"Oh, I
not
don't
as-
think about it that much."
No,
like
no. I mean, I'll
think
admit
you
in the past, yeah. I mean, of course, but I don't think it's as big of a thing. It's just something like it's more of like a thing on the side, or like if
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
doing something, I'll like.
Zach, do you do this? Do you find it more suitable for you to talk to as many women as you can because you think you won't find one? Or is that just like...
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's a good question. So, because it's honestly kind of what I said, right? Because, like, what I've been saying is like if I listen to you, or I don't think you, more like so Juan, or like what a lot of people say, like I'll just let it come to me. I'm just not gonna reproduce. That's how I think.
that's an interesting take.
That's how I think. So if I don't go
I can-
out and do what I can, like, or if I not go out, but just if I don't see a cute girl or whatever, and I don't do whatever I can, it's just like I feel like I'm just not gonna reproduce. That's how
So
I
it
feel about it.
feels like your version of taking the help from the boat, saving you in the ocean, is going to talk to as many girls as possible because you think
Yeah.
that's how it'll. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand your position, 100%. There's some middle ground there. I mean, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I think you're kind of dangerously close to making an idol of it. Because,
I can
if
see
you
it.
care so much about talking to as many girls as possible, that's all you're thinking about. I mean,
Well, because it's not all I'm thinking about. Obviously, I could see where you're saying, but it's slightly exaggeration. Like it's not all. You know.
okay, it's not literally the only thing on your mind.
Or not. But
it's a lot.
and it sways like so much. Like sometimes I don't think about it at all, and then sometimes I think about it. It's just like a lot of things. Like I don't.
Okay,
I mean, yeah. I mean, it really just depends.
He's just saying that the majority of time that your focus is on girls.
I
instead
don't.
of
Like
on
I
what
said,
you're
I
doing
disagree.
at
I
the
don't
moment.
think. I mean, I think at certain times, yeah, but I don't think.
know, dude.
I don't, especially now. I don't think it's, or as of recently, like it's not really so much like that. I'm enjoying my time with you guys. Like I don't.
Well,
Zach, you literally
that's
don't
all.
even hang out at lunch. You go talk to Pressure.
Bro, no. Well, that's because of Isaiah. I don't want to. I just don't want to spend too much time around Isaiah
that's
because
another topic, but we're
yeah,
gonna talk.
because I feel like my quality of life.
Isaiah glazes you.
My
now.
quality of life.
Like crazy.
Yeah. In a positive or a negative?
Love you, Isaiah.
Or both.
Positive.
Yeah.
Negative.
Now.
What is negative glaze?
Well, what I was saying. Well, yeah, I mean, my mental state just goes down. I feel like the longer I.
Well,
spend
I'll be
around
so
him.
real.
That's all
He does bully. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, he does take it too far a lot of times, which I don't agree with at all.
And I also
But-
think it's solely because there's something about him that he's like fighting or whatever, that he doesn't need to like take it out on someone else. Which
Yeah.
I try to talk to him, but every time I do, he just does like what Zach does, deflects when I ask him about it.
That's
Yeah,
they're
and then,
similar.
and then I'll ask him. I'll like be
Like,
genuine, or,
I've never like
And I'll-
gotten enough giving up.
and I'll be genuine and real with him sometimes, and then he'll just say, "I don't care, Zach."
Yeah, I think
So it's just
he,
like-
he disguises like his actual pain and shows.
And so
I
the
do that
reason-
sometimes, but I feel like in order to be a healthy person, you need to like let that out. Sometimes.
Have an ability to like be real or genuine,
Yeah.
not just like rage bait like forever. You know?
When me and Vaughn and Shane are alone, like, I'm not gonna say like alone, but like when we're hanging out, like we're able to talk about more serious things.
Yeah.
But when Isaiah's around, it's always like we're like
Yeah.
having to like almost defend ourselves because he has something to say about what we're doing.
I know that's just. I mean,
And that's my friend. I try to help him, but I feel like he doesn't want the help.
And
Like
and-
especially with the situation, and I hate to say like this when I'm here, but especially with the situation with his ex-girlfriend, that he won't let go. It's a little sad.
Yeah. That's still going on. Kind
Yeah,
Yeah.
she gave him. That's why he had his birthday thing today.
of. Oh yeah. Wait, was it his birthday today or
It's tomorrow, but she
Tomorrow.
gave it to him.
gave it what?
Maybe like his present, really.
Oh.
Spoke to him. I did that a lot, bro.
dude, we gotta have
Well, yeah.
another. We gotta have another podcast, bro, with us three. There's too much to talk about.
Yeah.
I got 30 minutes left.
Well. Oh, nice. I was gonna say.
This guy wants me gone.
Get out of here.
No, because I had another thing I didn't want to forget. What I was gonna.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why I'm like quick with it.
What
you
do
know?
you- okay.
But that's good. That's good.
What
Is that
You're
sus
so
to just
awkward.
go like that?
You're just so awkward, bro.
That was like an 80-year-old grandpa.
I'm saying, yeah, look, bro, I'm not gonna. Yeah, that's
He could have just
bad.
put his hand on the handle and kept talking.
Bro.
Then he rubbed
No,
it
yeah,
with his
I'm glad
foot.
you got another 30 minutes. That's good. But what I was gonna say is,
That's what he meant. Give him another 30
what I was gonna
minutes.
say is like, that's the reason I'm always kind with people, or especially Isaiah, or just people who are like mean or whatever too. Is just like, because I don't know what he has going on. Like,
That's
there's
a
obvious,
that's very mature.
Because
I
there's
100%
obvious-
respect that.
and like,
You know.
yeah, and thanks, and like I don't know if he's got like a family member or something that's just like that. That's kind of ingraining that. You know?
It's it's a really mature position. I agree 100%. Like, you never know what's going on behind the veil. The shroud every person puts up. You never know
Which
what
is-
their home life is like, what their circumstances.
Which is why it's very dangerous for someone like Isaiah, or even the other Julian, like, you know, where they can't have a moment where they can actually be like genuine or real, because you don't know what they have going on, in the sense, not just like their family member that might be doing or people around them that might have making them like that, but also for someone else, you don't know like if they're like suicidal, or if they're like just not having it, you know. So that's all. Like, and there's just certain, yeah. If you just go about things in a way where you're like, if someone's trying to be real with you and you're like, oh, I don't care, like.
And I'm
it
gonna
can-
say this not to be a joke because I'm being serious, but like that's why I said like I stopped saying you're short or like you're not big or whatever. Because I feel like Isaiah, like when I say that, and I'm obviously joking and you understand, Isaiah will take it like a next level and he will start like punching you or like doing some dumb shit. And I feel like I was like I was like tacking on and I didn't feel too good about it. So I feel like
Well, yeah, I mean, I appreciate that, and like, because
obviously you didn't enjoy it, so I just assumed I just needed to stop. But I feel like Isaiah doesn't know when to stop because he never is not joking.
well, because also,
that's so real, bro. I feel like. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, and the big thing about it too is, okay, I used to be more stoic about it, like in, like say, what, when I was like 13, 14, I was like all into Hamza or Goggins or whatever, and I wouldn't care what anyone. But now it's just, I'm not so much like, and I can recognize when you say something to someone, even if it's not true or even not 100% true, like if you're saying that over and over to someone, like they're gonna start believing it. And so that's why, even if I can be stoic about the things that Isaiah's saying and not really care, it's not good for me to have that towards me, you know, and be around that. And so that's why I've distanced myself.
It's fair.
Yeah.
And I think, yeah, 100, like with what Julian was saying about being real, I mean, or joking, yeah.
And
like,
I don't mean real like tell your whole life story. I just
yeah.
mean real like where you're able to actually connect for like a second.
have a
instead
real
of, like,
conversation. Like, because so much of our like culture, especially for like our generation, I guess, like right now, like everyone is constantly seeking the dopamine of like laughter. Like everyone's always telling
And
jokes. It's
I'm
always got to
victim
be
to
funny.
that also because
Me too.
I consider myself like I try to be funny a lot, and I'm constantly making jokes, but there's a limit to where like I'm making jokes.
But
where
here's
I'm
a
just,
good
like,
here's a
hiding
good
my joke.
example of what similar to what you're saying, like saying I'm sure whatever, like things like that. Also just like, or what you and Isaiah have said, like, oh, like talking about like how much you're talking about how much Noah is better than me or whatever, which like he's done because they'll always say Noah's like a superior Zach or whatever, like Isaiah always
Juan
says
was
that.
saying that. I didn't say that.
Or Juan and Isaiah. You said, I think you said, regardless. I'm saying, which I'm saying.
I said that he had more muscle mass than you because he's taller than you, and then Juan said that he was like a superior Zach, and I was like, all right.
Bro, and then Isaiah says it like would say it all the time. But then also, but
Bro's gonna
in which
believe
things like that.
I think Isaiah's
Wait,
insecure. 'Cause
this.
he's not like where he
Yeah,
wants to be.
hold on. This is what I was gonna say though. Like, it's things like that that are not. Okay, yeah, there might be certain things that he has, but they're not like 100% true. Like, obviously, he's not like superior. You're not like superior to me. I'm just gonna be real. Like, even if he has some things that are better than me, like just saying things like that and ingraining it into someone's mind, it's gonna like make them believe it over time and just make them feel like shit. You know?
Exactly.
So, that's what I was.
I agree with you on that part
Yeah.
because it's definitely like if you have someone coming to you every day saying that you're like
It's essentially half jokes, is what I'm saying.
yeah. It's like it's almost like actually no, that's not a good correlation. But yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah. And also one of the reasons I was kind of careful with him too, like you're saying, like projection or whatever, or being insecure, is because I remember last year. But here's the funny thing too. I would always be I would always be. Or that's not relevant. that's not. I was just adding
I
a random.
saw his laughter. I was like, oh, it's not.
It was just that's not even relevant, whatever. But I remember last year, sophomore year, Isaiah would always be like, he would always ask us. He'd be like, Zach, am I muscular? Am I big? Like asking for that validation or asking for people to confirm it with him.
Yeah, I did notice that, and I hate to talk about him when he's not here because obviously we can't hear his own input.
Yeah.
But
Well, you know what his input's probably gonna
yeah, it's
be.
gonna say
It's
you're
gonna
good.
be,
Like, something
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
not real, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you can't actually sit down and have that deep conversation. I feel like that's a sign of human maturity. Like,
Yeah, but I don't think being insecure is a bad thing. I think it's just something that you struggle with, and that.
Well, no, I mean, because
you
it
can't
can
improve.
make sense a lot of the times, but it doesn't. Like there's certain. It's just you don't want to like project it onto other people. I guess, like you're saying.
Yeah, like everyone, let's not say everyone, but most people I would assume have a couple insecurity that they feel that they like need to change, and when they see like they're doing better than someone, I feel like it gives you like a confidence boost where you don't have to think about it. And I don't even know what I was trying to say, but
No,
Well, this was
I
a
get
this was a funny correlation I just got from what we were saying about insecure, because it can actually make, this might be like kind of separate, but it can make sense to actually be insecure, even though it's not really insecure, like in some situations, like. But I think this is more gaslighting. But like when girls in relationships or whatever will tell their boyfriend or husband or whatever, oh, like if their husband doesn't want them to go out to this party like by herself or whatever, she'll be like, oh, you're just insecure, like blah blah blah. And so I feel like in that
But I think
situation
when
you
they-
should
yeah.
be insecure. I'd
When
rather
they
be I'd
use-
rather be insecure
and
than
let
get
me not
cheated
say
on.
they
or
because
something.
it's obviously not a generalization, but when and you know there's different types of girls. So when you notice like bless you, when you
Thank
notice
you.
like a type of girl that uses the word insecure loosely, it's not like you're insecure. It's like she knows what she's about to go do,
Or just getting
Yeah,
just
like-
gaslighting.
and it's just also like there's nothing wrong with a type of girl like that, but I mean there is something wrong.
Yeah. yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you can just find someone that suits to your liking. But like I'm trying to like figure out how to say it without sounding like an idiot.
Yeah.
But like there's just a type of girl that you know the words she says are genuine, and then one that says like just to gaslight you or make you feel like a certain type, like a small man.
I kind of got to pee real quick. I'll be back.
You drink orange juice and raw milk.
Gosh, bro, this guy had an orange juice milk combo.
Dude, his face probably is so like orange, bro.
Dude,
I don't
that's-
think he drinks water.
How do you do orange juice after milk, bro?
He only drinks milk at school. He just has a tray of milk.
Dude, he asks girls for milk. He
No,
like asks them.
no, he
He tells me he like goes up to them.
he goes up to every single girl he sees, and they just reject him. He just moves like he just goes away. And
mean,
honestly, I
that's-
respect that.
That's
but
one way to do it, and that's like that is respectable because that takes guts.
yeah, like I
right?
wouldn't
But
do that. But
I don't
see,
know.
I think like when I was trying to say like his difference between he's trying to talk to as many girls, and I'm trying to find one girl that I can just hang out with
Yeah.
and like be genuine with. And I don't want like multiple girls to talk to. Like I just want one girl that I can like trust with most
Right.
things, and then just be like happy with it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I look at it from the other perspective too. Like, how would you feel if a girl's talking to you, or like seriously dating you, but had 5 other guys in rotation just in case? Like, that's kind of in a way what he's saying.
Yeah.
Like, just in case this one girl doesn't work out, oh, he's got 3 other numbers that he can ask. Like,
Yeah.
that's, if you're
And
thinking
then how
with
long
that
until you
mentality.
feel like empty about having just
Exactly.
another option after
Yeah.
another option?
That kind of mentality is always going to go sideways.
Yeah,
'Cause it's like
because it only lasts so long.
you're insecure. You
Yeah.
think it's gonna not end up, it's not gonna work out or whatever. You need to have options. Like that's.
Yeah, it's like almost, it's like a negative mindset. Like you just assume the
Yeah.
worst and then you just move on.
But this, you know, his method of doing multiple or many as many approaches as possible. I mean, it could work. Like eventually, that could be how he finds a girl. Like eventually, maybe that's possible. I'm not saying I'm not saying it's
True.
impossible, but
It's
I feel
just
like
less
it's
likely
way,
than-
way less likely. Because you kind of just have to take the like.
What are you
I
talking
think
about?
there's a balance. I think there's a balance between just sitting there and like waiting for everything to come to you, like whatever you don't like. I disagree with that also. But there's also an in between. There's an in between that and what you do, the other end of the spectrum of going to every possible girl all the time. Like there's an in between of like taking the circumstance you're given and acting on that circumstance.
Yeah.
So like instead of asking out every girl at Lakewood, I mean that's a very valiant.
I guess. Well, okay. One,
Way to
I'm
do
not.
it. I
I'm
mean,
not
that's-
really doing that. I mean, in a sense, I guess every one that I think is like, or a lot, most or a
Not a
lot
girl
of the
lot?
ones, most or a lot of the ones that I think are like
He uses the word
attractive.
Gorlock
Yeah.
a lot. He uses the word Gorlock. a
most
lot.
of the ones that are a lot, most of the ones that I think are attractive. Yeah. But also, I think to add to what you're saying, I think, which is kind of what I'm trying to go towards more, is, okay, one, okay, that's not relevant
Dude,
again.
just stick to one, bro. Just say it.
Okay, maybe what's more important is just getting all other aspects of life right and like locked in
Yeah,
and
that's
everything.
what you've been saying a lot recently.
And so, and that'll carry over more towards that. And so so you have to focus on it less, I guess.
Didn't you say you were gonna do no bruz or huz this week?
Yeah.
Did he tell you
That
about
didn't work.
Did he tell you about how he's gonna live his life when he gets married?
Oh, that's
Wait,
a
what? When
great
was
thing
that?
to talk about. Separate from his wife.
Yes.
That's
Wait,
oh
wait,
my gosh! I
oh,
wish we had more
oh,
time. Bro.
yes,
That's a
yes.
great thing.
How much time do we have?
I got until 4:30, dude. I gotta be out of here at 4:30.
18 more minutes. You can do it quickly.
At 4:30?
At 4:30.
I always
Okay,
we're driving away
we've
for
been
it.
making jokes about
Alright,
it
nice.
because like it's not ridiculous, but it's just
It's
rough.
ridiculous.
It's
no,
ridiculous.
I
I get that.
completely disagree with
It's
that.
ridiculous, and well, it's okay.
Because
It's
anytime he doesn't agree with something, he just says it's gay. And to me,
Bro,
living with
that
the
actually
bros
is
and
great,
not
bro.
living with your wife is gay.
okay. So here's
great.
the logic on it, right? I just think it's not
I wanna
saying
pull up
I
these exact
100% have to do that. I think it's I think it's a good idea. I think it's a good
No,
idea.
he's been telling me this. For
But
years.
here, look, this is what I think, right? I think the best way to go about those relationships or like a relationship in general is
I'm listening.
yeah.
spending less time with them, but having more having that time be higher quality. So like not spending like so even if you still live with them, I guess that would just mean just not being in every waking moment, because that's what happens too. And I've seen firsthand with people I know where couples hold on
Let me quote that.
where couples will like spend all their time together, or almost all their time together, like, oh, we're best friends or whatever, and you see what happens after. I don't know.
No,
I mean,
dude, your wife, like, your husband/wife is gonna be your best friend. That's I think that's.
But
how
do you
it
think
should work.
our wives are going to be more? Do you think
Yes.
our wives are going to be more important to us than us?
Because I'm.
Yes.
Yes.
You think so?
I
That's
would
how it
assume
works.
so.
Because this guy
The
straight
woman
up
that
asked me,
gives
like,
me
do you think?
children would be more important than someone?
That's what I told. No, that's exactly what I told him. Because
Well-
Zach asked me. It's really sweet, bro. Because I appreciate our friendship. But this
Yeah.
guy was like, "Do you really think your wife is gonna be more important than our friendship?" I'm like, dude, I hate to break it to you, bro. I
Yeah.
hate to break it to you, but I'm not
And
gonna
I'm
have
only
kids
I mean,
kids
in the
with you.
sense of having,
I'm
I
not
said in
having
the sense
kids
of
with you,
having
bro.
children, of course. I mean,
Can I read this real quick?
But
Especially
it
if you wanna
is
have kids or
difficult.
whatever.
Let me read this. So
Okay.
Zach texted me. We were on
you
this
scroll
exact
all the way
topic,
back.
and he was like, "Oh my gosh."
It's crazy.
So I said, "But explain to me why living with your freaking wife is bad." And he says, "It's much safer to not live together. That's the point." I said, "How?" This guy says,
Wouldn't
"It's
it be less safe?
It depends on what
it's
you mean.
much
it depends on
safer
what you
to
mean.
not
For
live.
the
Whatever. It's
relationship.
less safe to whatever you want to call it." And then you said it's bad because it depolarizes you. Because you're the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you spend
Yeah.
your time with a chick, it ain't ending well.
Dude,
That's
you
a
sound like
quote,
a
dude.
like,
Bro.
So I
You gotta understand with some of the stuff I'm saying is like, I'm not like necessarily lying, but I'm kind of like exaggerating it.
Yeah, honestly, that's true.
Why?
So,
What was
I said, then you said, so ideally living separately and seeing them 30 minutes or an hour a day and have it be super intimate times together, spending the rest of your time with dudes is ideal.
And
Yeah.
what he means
That's-
by intimate is having children.
No, it doesn't even have to. Bro, intimate doesn't have to be like, but I'm saying just have that be intimate and quality time. That's all I'm saying.
For an hour?
For an hour or two. An hour or
No,
two,
I
don't know.
completely disagree. A day and then spending, okay, so you spend 2 hours with your wife and then the other
I'm not
22
saying
with
it's
your
this-
bros, bro.
Look, this is what you have
And
to.
the fact
This
that he
is what
says
you have.
bros is like so
This is what you have to understand about a lot of the things I'm saying. I'm not saying it has to be set in stone, 30 minutes to an hour or even 2 hours. Whatever. I'm just saying.
sure, whatever.
I'm just-
using it as
I'm just
as an
saying. Okay, a middle ground. I actually have a really important Julian and Noah. I think a really important middle ground can be when it comes to a relationship or a marriage, whatever. It's the quality of the time that you spend with them is much more important than the quantity.
100% agree. That I can 100% agree with. But
Wait, say that again?
The
Quality
quality
over
of the
quantity.
time that you spend with them is much more important than the quantity.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I think that's blatant.
But when
Well, I guess
when
I
you
guess that is
say
kind of broad.
What you mean is in a limited space, not like
Yeah, dude. Well, the fact
I
that
don't
you
think
would
it, I'm,
hold
not,
on.
I'm not. I'm
we're,
not
we're
saying it
straying
has
away
to be.
from the most
I'm
important.
saying I'm not saying it has to be limited. I'm just saying it.
sidetracking us.
This, yeah, you're taking us away from the main topic that you don't want to live with your wife. Can you please,
you wouldn't live with your children?
please make that make sense? Because where are your kids gonna live, bro?
I was thinking like down the street. That's all I was saying.
What the fuck?
Dude, that's
That's what
so
I'm
you're gonna
saying.
own a compound and you're
Yes.
gonna live with
Yes.
all your homies in one
Yes.
house.
What's your
Yeah.
plan
And
to
your
own a
kids are gonna
compound?
live down the street. That's so
the idea for
wild.
the compound is all all of like my sons and all my homies and everything, we live in one house, and then
That's
I'm
super
good,
gay.
dude. It's gonna smell so bad.
Especially with Zach in there.
Dude,
Bro,
that's gonna be.
I don't even,
weird.
bro. Do I smell right now? I don't even smell.
I would
right now.
rather have my own house where I can be free with whatever
Dude,
than
yeah,
live
I'm-
with like all my friends and have to kind of watch what I'm doing.
Yeah,
Or
like
be mindful of what I'm trying to do.
I feel like that's just a fairy tale dream, dude. You're not actually thinking about it. Because how? No. So stay on
Obviously,
on
you have
that
to be
topic. On that
very-
topic,
very
how would you
precise
live?
with the
Why are you gonna live separately than your wife? Because you're scared of your test dropping.
Well, no, that's not okay. This is actually very important. It comes down to what I'm saying.
You're the 5
It's
people
all it
you
is.
spend your most
No,
time
no, it's not necessarily that. I think it's more just I think it's just the other extreme of what way more people are doing is they spend all this time together, especially in the beginning stages, and then it just becomes so like gloomy. And so I think
That's
I'd rather. So what I'm
valid.
saying is I'd rather have the extreme where yeah, I'm not living with them. Where I don't spend that much time with them, and it's actually exciting when we're together. It's actually like fun.
Who
when
says it can be exciting?
Or not exciting. It's
when
just
you're
more.
spending-
It's just more.
That's up to you, and that's up to
So if
you
I
to
have a
keep
wife
it
and kids,
exciting.
I'd rather spend my time.
Well, okay.
100%.
By definition, all I'm saying is by definition, if you don't see someone very often, and then the time that you see them, you're gonna be more excited than if you were just with them the entire day.
No, you're dealing in absolutes because that doesn't have to be true.
I guess,
I mean, that you can't state that as congruent.
but
for
it
all
does.
people,
It would
How
help.
far do you have to drive?
just a million. Oh, okay.
But you can understand that would help. It would make it more exciting. It would make that time just more. I don't know. Yeah, just more. What I'm saying. I'm not saying you have to. That's just how
That's how
I
your wife would treat you.
Yeah,
Have a
dude.
full
How do you
house
think
to
she's
yourself.
gonna feel, bro? If you're gone all day, you see her for like that's again these situations you look at and you don't like. I mean, that's the literal situation of a cheating wife. Like her husband's at work all day. She sees him like 30 minutes, an hour, maybe 2 hours a day. She doesn't get like she gets sure.
And
maybe
she doesn't
if
have to
you-
deal with any kids, so she's by herself.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Doing
that's
whatever
a
she wants.
date. Like
So-
I don't know why you haven't
That's like
thought
a
of that.
that's
bro.
like a
So
novel like
okay,
situation.
I think
Literally.
I see what you're saying. I think 1 or 2 hours, I guess, is just more of an exaggeration. That's all I'm.
So
like
what?
I said,
5 or 6 hours?
I don't know, because there's no, like I said, with a lot
So
of the
you
stuff
could just
we're
spend
saying,
the
there's
whole
no
day
set in
together and
stone.
live with her. So yeah, there's no set in stone. So you agree?
Wait, do you really want to spend all? I mean, I guess it's not gonna.
Yes, bro.
You're just dealing in absolutes, bro. It's not like it's not like you're saying it's not
Yeah.
set in stone.
Okay.
But what is set in stone is you should live with your freaking wife. You're not gonna find any girl who's gonna agree with that. I guess I shouldn't deal in absolutes either, but you would be very hard pressed to find a girl who's okay with living
A
separately.
girl
But
that would
there's
be
a lot
okay
of
with
things-
that would have the same amount of
There's a lot of
testosterone.
things when I'm. There's a lot of things
That's a quote.
with what you guys are saying is like
God.
her not being okay with it. There's so many things like that you would think like yeah, if you ask them, they're gonna not be okay with it. But so much of that stuff just has to do with if you say like you want it a certain way and she really respects you and she's into you and everything, she's gonna follow your lead. She's gonna follow
Yeah,
your
'cause-
way.
So your doctrine is just you tell the girl what she wants. She doesn't know what she wants. You're gonna tell her what she wants.
I don't think you're the archetype.
I
of
mean,
man
it
that
depends.
It depends. What do you mean it depends?
'Cause-
No, it freaking doesn't. Oh my gosh. So wait, one more time.
Yeah.
For anyone who didn't hear, I said if so your doctrine is that the girl doesn't know, your wife doesn't know what she wants. She's just a lost silly girl, so you have to tell her what she wants.
In some sense, yes. No, but
You don't see
can-
anything wrong with that.
Ask any
obviously,
girl how she
obviously
agrees
you
with that.
gotta
Dude.
take what I'm saying with. You can tell some of it's like exaggeration, but
That's
also
what you just said.
That's what.
I said in some aspects yeah, because
But for
you can
you, what
obviously
other
look
aspect
at
do we
what.
know?
Okay, you're gonna trust. Let's be real.
Oh my God.
You're gonna trust what. You're gonna trust your. How your plan for life and what you want to do with your life, rather than like
Do you know what the Bible says about marriage?
what?
It's a complete unity between two beings. You know what unity means?
Yeah.
You're united in this
Being
fact
together.
that it's not like it's not someone's taking 90% of the authority and one person's taking 10.
Oh, it looks like he's recording us.
Like equally equally united in matrimony is looks like the husband doing taking on certain roles and the wife taking on certain roles. Yes, there are gender roles. That's true. Man can't bear children. That's a gender role right there. But the fact that
some say otherwise.
I disagree. The fact
not
that
real, bro.
you can't, dude, you can't tell her what she wants.
Sorry.
You can't be out here saying you're gonna do 100% of the work in the marriage and she's just gonna exist. Like you can't tell her, which I know that's an exaggeration, but you
Yeah,
can't
it's
tell
not.
her what
It's
she
kind of a
wants.
straw man. That's not what
Because
I'm.
what
exactly what I'm.
what the Bible preaches in this sense is that equality is essential in marriage. The man must submit to the wife as well as the wife must submit to the man. So it's
It just
an
depends what you
equal-
mean. Obviously, it
equal
depends what you mean
unification.
by equality. It just. That's all I'm saying. But yes,
he's not
but
telling
yes.
her what she wants. You can't do that.
Yeah, in some ways you can't, but in some ways you can.
Give us an example. Real
Like,
quick.
if it's like a more like a.
Straight example.
Okay.
You can do it.
Okay. If it's like a, what do you call it? Like a core belief, then yeah, you're probably not gonna mold or change or anything. But if it's like more specific details or like subtle things, I don't think it really. I think she could just take your lead on some of those things. I
No,
don't think
you
it
really
matters.
don't want to go to Cane's. You want to go to Outback Steakhouse. Is that an example?
Totally forgot about that.
Yeah, that's an example.
Yeah.
So do you not see what's wrong with that? You're disregarding what she thinks entirely.
Bro, but this is such a hypothetical. It's
I don't know what
it's
you
just a
meant.
hypothetical because I don't even like the situation you're describing. I haven't even like been in, so it's like we can't even.
I mean,
Well,
obviously,
you haven't,
the way you
dude.
think is,
But-
you don't have a
yes.
girl. I can't give you any
Yeah,
that you've actually
yeah.
been in. I'm
you've
sorry,
never
bro.
had a girl, so there's no reference. Like, I'm.
So all of them are going to be hypothetical. My bad.
Yeah.
It's just what it is. But
Uh.
I just think there has to be.
But yeah,
you
but-
can't. You have to
but no,
respect
that's
what
where
she's saying.
I
think
would-
That's basic.
That's where I
there has
would
to be a
actually.
middle ground. For you, it's all or nothing.
But that's where I actually, with
quote.
what you're saying with the example, I would actually, I actually don't think it would be necessarily bad to do that because, like, it's like I said with more subtle things or specific details, they don't actually care that much. If they're like begging,
How do you know
if
that?
they're begging you to go to some place, then sure. But like
How do you know
with
they're
most
begging?
things, it doesn't really. It's not that significant. I don't.
Dude, I think if you actually get married, it's gonna be a crazy shock, bro. Like, you
it's
can't
gonna
come
be a
in
gore
with all
log
these-
that you're gonna get married to.
Yo,
There's no
chill.
way.
Don't manifest,
Bro.
That's gonna be a gore log.
All right, I do gotta go though.
All right.
All right, you wanna answer
So-
it or you wanna keep going?
You guys keep going.
Oh.
You can keep going.
All right.
All right, let's see. Hey, dude, we gotta do
Well,
longer next
let's
time.
see.
This is
Let's see what the time.
that was like at least an hour.
I mean, we could end it. I think.
All right,
Okay.
Yeah.
because my mom's gonna be here in like a little bit.
All right.
A little bit.
All right, ready?
Adios. Hope you guys enjoyed the long-awaited episode.
Peace out.
Thanks. Thanks, Julian.
Great question, Zach.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Wait.
Give me a dap up. He doesn't
Oh,
ever
yeah.
dap me up. He just does like a half handshake.
Who? When they go for the fist bump?
Yeah, it's.
I
or
thought
like
that's
a
what you were
snap.
trying to do. It was weird. That's why. I don't know.
No, I was going
You're
back
cool.
for the second
Alright,
one.
call it.
All right, call it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Edit that out.
I think we had a very important and deep conversation.
We got to do a
today.
part 2 of this one. That was way too short.
Yeah.
We'll carve it like 3 hours.
Maybe one or something.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Peace out.
Bye.